Ma, are you actually considering this? Even the fact that you let him in your house and you were talking to him. I know I'm not one to talk with my Melissa situation, but this man spiked my drink at my sister's wedding. We got into like a fist fight before that. He said horrible things to me. And you're so insecure that... Watch how you speak to me, okay? I don't like the words that you're associating me with. Still have respect. Just because you don't like something does not mean that it's free game to insult me. Sorry, but you have to admit, it's insecurity. The only reason that you talk, it's not insecurity. I'm not an insecure person. I resent that word. So don't stand here and try to psychoanalyze me and attach feelings and emotions to me that I don't have. So if it's not insecurity, man, then what's a good reason as to why you would humor this man after how he's treated your son? I ever think that maybe someone actually cares about another person, and maybe there's chemistry, and maybe there's an understanding of one another that you can't really find anywhere else? I am not a hopeless romantic. I am a very pessimistic older woman. That is how I view myself half the time. Not in an insecure way, I just know myself. Yet I still hold the belief that there is someone out there for everyone. And there are people who understand you better than other people do through shared experiences. And that is what I believe that I have with Sal at times. Your sister is also not fully on board, but I knew you would feel this way. I'm not trying to offend you. I'm not trying to overstep my boundaries as your son, but I have to talk to you as your son. I genuinely feel like you're just humoring him, and that you're considering this because you feel alone. You just lost your grandson. You feel like there's nobody else out there for you. And it's not, you don't genuinely love this man. You can't tell me that. You know, you've been divorced for how long? Obviously, the first man that comes along. He wasn't the first person that came along. I dated someone else before him within the last couple years. Let's not forget about that. The other kid that was half your age, man, that wasn't real either. I want you to be doing this for the right reasons, and this man is scum. I really do find it funny that you're on your high horse giving dating advice and telling me who I should be with and who's bad for me and this and that. I tried to do the right thing by bringing this to you and just telling you flat out, but look at you and Melissa. You're on this high horse, but she's right behind you. And she's just as bad, if not worse, than Sal. Sal never switched babies in the hospital. Sal never faked paternity tests. Sal may have a temper, but he never once hit my grandson. Yeah, I knew you would pull that card, but Melissa has shown change. This man has shown zero change. And let's not forget, when you were like disabled, right out of the hospital where you couldn't move, this man was trying to get his conservatorship over you. He was trying to get your money. As your son, I'm supposed to just let that go? All the times you helped me and try to look out for me. Now I'm doing the same for you. He apologized for what he did to you. And I can somewhat understand why he spiked your drink. It's unacceptable, but come on. This family has done worse things. Other than that, other than his temper, I don't really see a need for him to change much. He's an old school Italian man from my generation. You may think there are things he needs to change, but I don't. It is what I am attracted to. Also, the stuff that Melissa has failed to grow from, although she's grown a little bit, are universally bad traits that nobody should have. They're not generational, they're not from a culture. They're just bad. Well, Ma, if you go through with this and you let this man back in your life, I'm just letting you know, you're gonna look like a very insecure woman. You're gonna be a shell of yourself. And who knows, Like what type of advantage he's going to try to take of you, given the state of mind that you're in. Just like you were worried about Melissa taking advantage of me. I know hands down this guy will do that to you. And as your son, I don't want to see that. So you don't have my blessing, not that you're asking for it. But I'll be very disappointed in you. After all the pep talk that you gave me in terms of focusing on my career and stuff like that, just because you're in your mid-50s, that's still young, ma. That's the new 30. You can still start over after what happened to Junior. Oh, please, don't give me that. You're not in my head. You have no right to dictate whether or not I start over, how I feel, my outlook, who I'm attracted to. I'm your mother. You should be grateful that I came to you with this and told you what's going on. Nothing is official. I have not committed myself to sell. All I'm saying to you is that I had a good conversation with him. That's it. Well, I got my head from you, so I kind of know what's in your head. And I know what triggers to avoid. I know how to help myself. And I don't think that just because you're sad and you're grieving, that it warrants going back to this crazy man that doesn't respect you and treats your family like crap. Spikes your son's drink. You're better than that, Ma. You know that baby who was delivered in the church? You know how the mother passed away giving birth? God rest her soul. I heard that she was a single mom. The dad died from like a car accident months ago while she was in like the first trimester. It's so tragic. Wow. It's really heartbreaking. It's crazy how things like that can happen in this world, even with all the technology that we have and all the things we've been through in the past. It's just crazy that like accidents like that can still happen. But not a baby. There really wasn't much family. And the family that the baby does have, they don't want the girl. So this poor baby is gonna have to go through like child services and foster homes. That's unfortunate. If something happened like that in my family where, you know, if my cousin passed away or something and I had to take their kid, I would do it with no hesitation. It's just crazy. I don't know. You don't think I should look into adopt? No. Sorry, no. I don't think that's something you should consider. It's not really your problem. You didn't even let me finish the sentence. I just say that because like we haven't had kids, and you know, if you took and adopted a child and then you somehow had Charlotte and stuff, like that's a lot to take on in terms of me having children after that, you know? Well, I mean, if I adopted a baby, and if I found Charlotte and had her full time, I don't think I'd want more kids after that. Don't you think that's a little unfair to me if like we stayed together and shared a life together? Like, for me to just, okay, I'm not having children now because you adopted a baby and had a baby from a previous marriage, a relationship. You feel nothing for this baby who just lost her mother in my family's church at all? Of course I feel bad for this baby. It's terrible. It's unfortunate. It's horrible. I hate thinking about things like this, but that's the world. There are plenty of babies out there who don't have homes. There are plenty of people out there who don't have homes. You can't save them all. Yeah, I know. The world is a horrible place like that, but if you can help one, why not? I'm just saying, adopting a child, even if it's good intentions, comes with a lot of responsibility. You know how hard it is to take care of Charlotte to begin with. To have 2 children, I just don't think it's something you're thinking through. Alright, well, I didn't think I was realistically adopting the baby. It was just something I was considering to be a nice person. Kind of give back to the world in terms of karma, that's all. Okay, well, let's not work on trying to live our life by karma's measures.